In the meantime, northern youths are asking successful entrepreneurs in various sectors of the private economy to join in the 2023 presidential race. The Arewa Youth Assembly wants the entrepreneurs who are notable for successful records in their industry to join the race and use their wealth of experience to move the country forward. The group says a country like Nigeria with great and intelligent minds like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Ibukunle Awoshika, Aliko Dangote, Femi Otedola, Mike Adenuga, Adewuma Akinsa, Adeshina, and many others should not be run by people who lack business acumen. It says Nigeria would flourish under such persons and the economy. And to discuss these political issues, we're now being joined by Ikejuba Daberechi Kingsley. He's the President General of the Progressives Abia Youth Association. He's also a graduate from the School of Politics, Policy and Governance. First of all, congratulations to you.
Thank you so
for
much.
Graduating today. We did see that video, you know, talking about your benefactor there, Obieze Kwesili. Looking forward to the Nigerian youth really taking over. But the question is, as 2023 approaches, do you think the Nigerian youth is ready to take over the governance of this nation?
To answer that question, I would say yes. Nigerian youths are ready to take over the leadership of this nation. We have so many youths that are capable. I use myself as an instance. I have the capacity to, run this country. I have the capacity to lead and take the step in leadership, having gone through the School of Politics, Policy and Governance and graduated as, one of the pioneer students of the school. But it's not a question of the youth getting into power. I think it has to do with more or less the content of the individual that is running for office. In 2009, 41-year-old Obama had a 67-year-old Biden as his deputy. And they had a very good collaboration that yielded results in America. And so what I foresee as a solution is a transgenerational collaboration that will bring the old, the young, the physically challenged, an inclusive approach that will help us solve the problems, the many problems that we'll find ourselves in Nigeria.
Well, do you think 2023 is a time for this, transformation that you're talking about to happen? That's one question. And married out with the fact that you've talked about some challenges, can you identify some of those challenges that you have actually seen looking at how Nigeria is being governed right now and what you intend to do differently, especially going from the knowledge you have acquired from the school? Okay,
yeah. I think that most of the decisions that are made in terms of policy, they are half-baked decisions. We don't see a situation where thorough data is collected to make decisions. I'll give you an instance. The current social program that is in place, the Empower program, you see a lot of the beneficiaries complaining that they don't receive their stipends as at when due, and this is a social program. So the system of data collection in our country is very poor. As it is now, we don't even know the current population of the country, a country as big as Nigeria. And these are things, these are some highlights, data that is very, very crucial when it has to do with elections, when it has to do with selecting leaders, because this is what we fall back to make decisions that affects everybody. So I believe that going forward, with the knowledge I've gotten, I will make decisions that are evidence-based and totally reliant on data, because as we say in SPPG, we believe in data, we believe in God, but every other thing you bring your data to the table.
I like the idea of using data, because I've been one person who's always talked about the use of technology and data when it comes to governance, not just in Nigeria, but if you talk about the population of Nigeria, there is a census that had been captured in the budget moving forward. So that's a thing that this administration is currently doing. But I asked you a simple question about the Nigerian youths of today. The fact that we're seeing Soludo talk about the Nigerian youths need to actually get really actively involved in politics and the governance of Nigeria. And even the benefactor of your school, Obieze Kwesili, talking about the fact that the Nigerian youth is ready. So beyond you acquiring this knowledge in the school right now, I ask you again, what are the changes the Nigerian youth can bring to the governance of Nigeria of today?
Thank you once again. The Nigerian youth can bring the technological know-how, because you observe that in our generation, we have much more intellect. The world has gone global. And Nigerian youths are leading the pack in technology all around the world. You have Flutterwave and a couple of them doing exploits. So these are things that the youth can bring to the table to make a difference in our society. And myself, being a youth leader, I've also been able to organize the youth to galvanize these resources we have in terms of talent, bring these talents together to pursue one singular goal of national development.
The next generation is ready to disrupt the norm, is what Obi Ezekwesili says. Do you believe her?
Excellent. I believe her. Absolutely, I believe her.
You believe her, so what are we doing differently? Because if you look at the population of Nigeria, even though we're awaiting the census reports coming when eventually that happens this year, the Nigerian youth have got over 50% of the population. We have a youthful population, but yet when it comes to elections, we see the youths being used more of thugs and even observers, not even those who are actually vying for those positions. And those who eventually make it to the ballot, they don't get the support of fellow youths. How do you intend to change this moving forward, since you say the Nigerian youth is ready? Yeah,
it's a question of trust. The reason why most Nigerian youth stay away from the process is because they don't trust the process. They don't trust that their votes will count. And that is why you see that the young people are agitating for this electronic transmission of votes, so that we can trust the process and then have confidence to go out there and mobilize the youth to come out and vote. So it's a question of organizing, it's a question of having a credible electoral process that the youth can believe in, and then troop out to support whoever they think is best suited to lead the nation.
All right, so we look forward to the electoral, Act Amendment Bill as, being debated at the National Assembly, especially removing that whole direct primary that was quite controversial with Mr. President. We'll see how that plays out. But in the meantime, we'll say congratulations to you and all the graduates from the School of Politics, Policy and Governance.